White House Deputy Chief of Staff Stephen Miller joined Caroline Leavitt and more members of President Trump's administration and is asked in this press conference to respond to the media claims that Elon Musk and DOGE are acting illegally. This is a schooling lesson with a mic drop ending you are going to want to see. Also, and believe it or not, CNN covered how Donald Trump has completely changed the electorate in America. These numbers and the swing to the right amongst voters is nothing short of extraordinary, as you're about to see. Finally, guys, Kash Patel has just been confirmed by the Senate in a 51-49 vote. And I've actually got live footage of the left's reaction here. Let's cut to that first, but I'll warn you, brace your ears. I'm Zach Costello. So as you can see, they are not taking it very well. But I do want to point out, look at this. Previous confirmations, Robert Mueller, 98-0. James Comey, 93-1. Christopher Wray, 92-5. And here's Kash Patel, 51-49. Barely. The establishment must be afraid of this man. And I agree that this is a sign that we've, in fact, found the one to fix the FBI. But this is exactly what the American people voted for. And this is precisely why Trump has extraordinary popularity right now. And even CNN admits it.
Donald Trump and the Republican Party has changed the electorate. What do I mean by that? Well, let's take a look at party identification, Democrats versus Republicans. You go back to 2017, 5 points more of the electorate was Democrats than Republicans. You go to 2021 when Joe Biden was starting out, look at that, 6 points more of the electorate was Democrats than Republicans. But look at what's happened in February of 2025. Look at this. Republicans, there are more Republicans in the electorate than there are Democrats. Republican +2. So Donald Trump and the Republicans have remade the electorate. They've turned some people over from being Democrats or independents to become Republicans. New folks have entered the electorate who are more Republican leaning. And so when you combine that with the fact that Republicans are really behind Donald Trump, all of a sudden you get a winning recipe whereby you break the normal rules of politics and give Donald Trump that positive net approval rating when he had pretty much a consistently negative one in term number one.
This is a complete flip in America, and it has to do with two things. The common sense America First policies that Trump is delivering on and keeping his promises to the American people, and it's a flat-out rejection of the left's values and ideology. We want nothing to do with what they have to offer. They have effectively ruined the American government and created a bureaucracy that is wholly unresponsible to the will of the people. And when asked about this and how the media has conducted themselves, Stephen Miller torched them all. Watch this.
You're tempting me to say some very harsh things about some of our media friends. Yes, it is true that many of the people in this room for 4 years failed to cover the fact that Joe Biden was mentally incompetent and was not running the country. It is also true that many people in this room who have used this talking point that Elon is not elected fail to understand how government works. So I'm glad for the opportunity for a brief civics lesson. A president is elected by the whole American people. He's the only official in the entire government that is elected by the entire nation, right? Judges are appointed, members of Congress are elected at the district or state level. Just one man. And the Constitution, Article 2, has a clause known as the vesting clause. And it says the executive power shall be vested in a president, singular. The whole will of democracy is imbued into the elected president. That president then appoints staff to then impose that democratic will onto the government. The threat to democracy, indeed the existential threat to democracy, is the unelected bureaucracy of lifetime tenured civil servants who believe they answer to no one, who believe they can do whatever they want without consequence, who believe they can set their own agenda no matter what Americans vote for. So Americans vote for radical FBI reform, and FBI agents say they don't want to change. Or Americans vote for radical reform on our energy policies, but EPA bureaucrats say they don't want to change. Or Americans vote to end DEI, racist DEI policies, and lawyers at the Department of Justice say they don't want to change. What President Trump is doing is he is removing federal bureaucrats who are defying democracy by failing to implement his lawful orders, which are the will of the whole American people. Thank you.
This answer reveals clearly why so many in the American electorate have flipped to this side, competent, America first, and getting the government out of the hands of unelected, corrupt bureaucrats who have gotten rich and powerful off of the backs and lives of the American people. I don't understand how you could not want to be on this right side of history. Guys, if you like this video and got value, please subscribe and follow me here. I'm giving you God first, quick hitting commentary to keep you informed, in the truth, and on the path toward your potential in this life. I appreciate you.